time is three of us. In fact, I accidentally got involved with this whole group by a guy sending me a message and telling me that, go on YouTube. And there's a lady by the name of Marcia Reese that have a show. And I started watching from that night, and I had been watching every night since that. Because I found that there was a lot of important messages that were being brought to us from Marcia and her group, Caswell, and recently Dawn, and whoever. But what it says to me that there's still some people in Barbados still thinking like me. I thought my one was thinking like this. But it's so wonderful to see that we still have a lot of people who are still willing to try to make a change to the good of Barbados. Thank you.
Hello and good afternoon, everyone. Marcia asked me to say a few words because I normally join the show, the Marcia Week show, but I'm actually living in the UK. But when you're all at 7 o'clock, I'm on at midnight, going till 3 o'clock in the morning, and then go and work for 7:30. So that is the sort of respect and level I have for Marcia Weeks and the loyal opposition. And I intend to come back to this country at some time. So I think we need to preserve our democracy, our freedom of speech, and our right to expression. So I was so glad that I'll be on 2 weeks holiday, and I said I must be here today. Although I have to attend the funeral shortly, I think. But I said I must be here to help lend my support for this cause. So thank you, everyone.
Good afternoon, everyone. I would like Dr. Sonia Brown to come and join us and other four members of the BLP.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Jeannie.
Hi, Jeannie.
Hi. I started listening to the Marcia Week show, I think about a year ago. I think when we had a couple, about 100 or 200 persons watching the show. But for a long time I was very concerned about what's happening here in Barbados, concerned about the lack of opportunities for the young people, concerned about how challenging it is to get jobs, how concerned I am about even for people like myself who started a business and the challenges that we have in maintaining that business, growing that business, the hurdles that you have to jump over, the kickbacks that you have to pay to get anywhere, and how the system is set up to ensure that we don't actually succeed, and how, to ensure that we fail in what we're doing. And through a lot of prayer and support and fighting, we're managing to hold our own in our own business. But it is a challenge that we say that in Barbados, we want this country to grow, and we're not giving small businesses, we're not giving people who are looking to do farming, whatever business they want to do, we're not giving them the opportunity, nor the facilities, nor the resources, nor the finances in order to grow their businesses, because there are only X amount of large companies in Barbados. They cannot employ every person here. The government cannot employ every person in their in these institutions. So in order for Barbados to grow, we have to produce, and we have to look at what we have here and support what we have. So listening to the Marcia Week show and hearing like-minded people has been very important for me, and I'm glad to see people coming out. I recognize that here in Barbados, people are very fearful about being seen, fearful about speaking out, fearful about expressing themselves. But as a Barbadian born in England, I know what it is like to be not accepted in a country. It was back in the days when you first came to Barbados, you told you mad English and so forth. So I know what it is to be rejected. And because of that, I've had to learn to be strong and to stand up, not worry about what people say, not worry about how people see me, not worry about what people think, but to stand in what I believe and push forward. So I'm just asking everyone here not to be afraid. Your family may not agree with you, your family may not support you, your friends may not agree, people may laugh and snigger at you and make comments, But at the end of the day is we are here fighting for the nation of Barbados because our eyes have been opened and we see what is going on and we know what has to be done to move this country forward, and we can't do it as a lone figure, but we know together and united we're going to stand. So just come out, don't be afraid, keep pushing, keep fighting, you know, and let us just keep encouraging and supporting each other. Tell our friends in England and Canada and America, everywhere, it doesn't matter Europe, just tell them about what we're doing. We have their support, even if they're afraid to come out. We do have their support. Thank you.
Listen to me, please. Right? It's alright that we say and we speak here, but I want to hear y'all too. Because the more of us come on this platform, the more the government is going to start to listen. Right? What y'all understand what I'm saying. So please don't be shy. Just, you know, even if you have to write something and pass it to the pastor, that's quite okay. But come up, please, just come up. Alright, thank you very much.
Yes, my name is Dalton Spencer, and I will say this to you all. If we do not stand up against the fear that we are having, if we don't stand up, we will end up having more fear than any other thing else. The Marcy Week Show has put the government on its toes, and we are to give support to all that is righteous, because I am here taking a stand against ungodliness, unrighteousness. I'm not here because of any party, but the only party that I support is the CLP, and that's the Christ Labour Party, where we will have justice, fairness, equality for every single person and not a few. We thank God for Marcy Weeks and the show that she has brought to us. And I find it's ironical that a person from outside has to come inside to get us to speak up. And that's why I said, Marcy Weeks, kudos, thanks. And we must stay aside of her. Give her all the support that we can, and by extension, we support ourselves and our children that will follow. What legacy will you and I leave behind? And remember, children are our heritage, and the heritage that we would leave, we have to leave something for them to carry on. Thanks be to God.
Good afternoon. Well, they come here really to talk. We don't know how much to be, just drop it. Some people know me from social media. But I really come to talk about this World Cup though. Because this World Cup ain't about none of we here. You understand? As a taxi driver in this country, the taxi man ain't for none of this work, you know. This work for the bigger groups and bigger companies. You understand what I'm saying? This World Cup ain't about none of we. The Prime Minister talk about all we in this together, but all we are not in this together. You understand what I'm saying? Look over there. What part you have the vendors playing the little trade? She bore it up. She put it down now, and not a vendor in there because she didn't want none of them there. The homeless up there, well, remember you do a little video over there with the lady and the gentleman talking. The talk about the care about the homeless. The Safi say he can find some jobs for them, but we don't know that the government money. Because I think I tell you straight, if I didn't do that video, nobody would have never hear about them. You understand? Nobody will never hear about the homeless people. The government will be talking, Safi will be talking, nobody will be talking. If I didn't link out there do the video, you understand what I'm saying? This government don't care about poor people. And that's why I speak this way. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people want you to go. I heard they said it yesterday. I will let you to go and do the right things for poor people. For we, the citizens of the country, there already. You understand what I'm saying? But she continued doing bad against me, so it seems like we gotta let you go. So we gotta get you out of here. You understand what I'm saying? Patients don't wanna get frightened. Come out to the marches, come out and support Marcy Weeks. at this movement, because if not for me, the bill would have done pass. If not for me here, the bill would have done pass. The bill would have passed, and we didn't know nothing about it. Some of you will be here, some of you will be saying, in jail, or no, especially me, you don't know they want my baby. But you know, I don't worry about it. They just keep pressing on, keep fighting on, because this is my country. This country do not belong to me or Marty.
And considered to be national treasures.
Tell me
The people
can't get
that are of significant
Beer
importance to their history.
My greatest fear is for the younger generation of Barbados. I have 4. And you talk about borrowing. My daughter she's 11. And when reading the paper, she's like, "What's she borrowing all this money for? Who gonna pay this back? Not me, huh, Sonny?" Right, and she's only 11. So you can imagine all the bright minds that are leaving this country, and the older ones are staying. What will become of Barbados? What will become of us? Everybody's going to Canada. Everybody's saying, well, let's try Canada. We are leaving. Well, I'm here because my 4, but if I had a choice, I'll be gone. So I don't know what's going to happen to Barbados next year. From now, I don't know.
Sisters and brothers, I am a senior citizen, 70 plus, and I have never yet seen or heard what I am hearing. My cousin there, he was a cousin of mine, my father and him, they're cousin, second cousin, and he laid it out all for us and our children. And I want to say thank you to DIPA for the education that I got and my children. And I want to say something, that we have come here today in remembrance of his passing, but he is alive. You know why he's alive? Because we have got the platform that he has laid and the legacy that he has left, and we are going to carry on that legacy. And I am here standing because of my 3 children and my 3 grandchildren. But what has saddened me, one of my children left here because of the conditions. She's in Great Britain, and since she have left here, the job that she has, no other person where she is in Britain has ever yet as a black woman pick up that job. She's the manager of a hospital in Manchester, the first black woman to left Barbados and is a manager. But it pierced my heart when I hear her say, "Mom, I am not coming back to Barbados to live. I would come for a week or so." And my granddaughter is there also. My granddaughter is 14. I want to say to you all, let us keep pushing this march. Let us keep being behind Mrs. Weeks, because she has got the guts that us as Barbadians, some of us don't have. And she's come here and she has poured out her love on us. And let us keep marching forward and to let Farah know, I don't call that woman's name, I won't call it, she is Farah, that she can make us make bricks with straw. And we are not going to allow her to pull down Barbados anymore. She must go. We are not afraid.
Good afternoon to everybody. Name is Keir Mason and Taylor, the same one of Barbados, #1. I'm seeing a lot of unfairness towards the country and the people who live in the country. I'm focused on a lot of unfairness. I'm going to say it and say it openly, because to be a Mason and Taylor is a very important job, and I want the good one from both sides. I say this to say that Joshua was a mason and Jesus was a carpenter. Jesus put on the roof and Joshua built the wall for all of us. That gentleman there has brought me into a target of life and has been destroyed. From 1976, Barbados was rocking and rocking down the drain. Recall the standard that James D. Michael Madenham Adams put down Third Republic of Barbados. Check with a man by the name of Jack Deere. Went to lock off the beach from black people. That gentleman there took a bulldozer and removed them. So that we can be free. I got a lot more to say in the rights of Barbadian people. I know I'm talking, I'm traveling. Let me tell you something. Now you got locked down. First thing, this building here, I work in there. When we finish Welcome Hotel, the material from Welcome Hotel work in there. The tiles, I put them in there. Only the floor and the sink. You hear what I'm telling you? That building had no right put down. To put what? You have a festation. You have a business there. And you got a person that call it a Golden Square to left in your name. Could that be fair to the public? Very old people could come up the bus terminal there, walk across there and do the business. You have to go up and walk to the last building at the back for ID card at 4 turns, because if you're in strength to pay the bus, you still got to walk. The point that I'm getting at clearly, the last building at the back, right? And you got the old people, you got to think about the old people. You have to think about them because them is the past of the furniture, the whole here stand. How do you that here can be right? We must stand up for righteousness and listen carefully to what I'm saying. Play with the heart of God and not the devil. Here's somebody called Safe Pharaoh. But I'm going to pass Pharaoh. No, I'm saying this. It's unfair to us. And we must focus and think where we're going. Now I'm saying this. You want to tell me about that building there? And go in there and rent upstairs the Brazilium. Nobody knows as the government, as you mentioned, the asset of the government is the tax. And you inside there? Tell me what per month that costs nobody know. And that shut down, talk and put apartment. That is instead on the standard of this man policies that he give us to our rights. And I got more to say that people tell us that they don't know. They forget where they come from. And I say this, there's lies in that central bank out there. People forget when the director in 1976 Pulse was driving out there. Edward was driving Pulse out there. Right. After Thomas Carter, it would cost $33 million. Yep. Thomas Carter, $63 million. If I tell you all something, it would jump with that. No, it's a fact. Go up there and sit down by the tree on the steps going into the building. Open up something to eat. The pigeon flies down from upstairs. 4 floors empty and only 3 working, and you go on and recognize a government place over the taxpayers' money. I call it Thomas' place where Pulse was driving in there, the generator come up and it stopped. Thomas Furry put it up there, it cost $63 million. Here's his build the same National Trust building. I tell that. I also paid the thief for my machine and get locked up and told me that I met the mosquitoes but eat. Now the units that the air conditioning unit is very big. The chief the machine put in, they called me down to the office. When I get back, I left the machine and the room is very big. Up on it, the sink. By the time I get back, I see the machine spot. But the machine is still in the building, but he should take it there. He got down right down there, and the Saturday morning, it was the Friday, the Saturday morning, he had it done by plantation emergency cell. No, the fact. A youngster from St. Thomas used to go to Canada on the contract. So he come in as a painter. He asked me, could I work? And I said, of course, the big room. So I start, you know, picking a little conversation with him. I said, the girls treat him and so on and things. He tell me he got a young baby boy. I said, no, listen, you got to treat him decent. Right? And he talk. So now the two of them coming down by the purity. The boy got one in our purse, like by back and carrying on something to be up, right? So when we were walking kind of by purity, you know, this young guy goes on about the man purse with his panyas and get the same amount of money. Get the same amount of money and take the boy purse. The boy said, come here, go back and help me up, my purse. He drop it. And he got the man purse, you know. I can tell you in here. No, I can tell you in here.
Don't call it name, you get
He's
super
from,
liable.
he's from out.
He's from out there. He's from out there. Yeah, okay. That's all.
Let me tell you what I call him name. His name Karen. And not only that, I was telling that our friend, he too pain when he come in and tell me I met my skin about him. I said, I drag this trouble down your throat. And I will say that people do not focus on how Barbados is going. Barbados white businessmen don't like to pay. Barbados black businessmen don't like to pay. Barbados civil servant behave nasty too. I will tell you all the truth that I foresee. I work around the world around a lot of people. The Chinese work the same, this Chinese cabbage, the mess from your body, they put it in the dirt, stir it up, and plant the cabbage. It's called Chinese cabbage. But don't laugh, it's serious. Okay. And I got a notice here. I'm keeping an eye on the Chinese into this country. The Chinese lend you money and money to overtake your place. The Chinese don't spend a bad cent. You know what I tell you? And you see that civil airport? Chinese live in there. Whenever a building building up, Chinese live on the same project and save the money, don't spend a cent around the world. And I'm focusing that Chinese going to take over Barbados, Chinese, the Syrians, Barbados, with men and others, and we're going to be back behind time. I believe or someone else coming on. Sorry that I can't answer all my views.